Do any of you guys plan on starting a business for yourself in the future? A couple people. Okay. When you're thinking about business in the future, one of the big things I wanted to talk about with entrepreneurs is, at one point everybody needed a website. And like if you didn't have a website, you weren't a good business. We're now in a time where everybody needs a mobile app, and you need a mobile app in order to be like a successful business. And there are like these kick-ass mobile apps. We're getting into a point now. I started a company called Voice First Tech, and a lot of our clients are coming to us, and they're saying, we just want the name. We just want to reserve this space because we think there's a lot of potential. And I'm seeing a lot of trends and parallels in voice that people saw in web and in phones. So voice is getting a lot of attention. It's growing very fast. And from a business perspective, if anybody anywhere can just say, okay, Google, talk to my business, or order my shirt. They don't need to open up anything. They just ask a question and it's immediately answered. You've removed the act of having to open up your phone, avoid the temptation of opening up Instagram and Snapchat, and you're immediately distracted from finding your business. You just, as soon as you have that idea, you ask for it and it's solved. It removes friction and it removes a lot of extra resources, so you're able to accomplish more with less. So what's next? The biggest things that I see coming on are IoT employees. Right now, companies, I don't like big, massive companies. I worked for Amazon this past summer in Seattle, and I worked for GE a couple years ago. I don't like having positions of one person is above another person, and I'm seeing IoT as a way to kind of replace that. You have a car that knows how to drive itself, so you have a driver who's not a person but a car. I'm working on a business where your food is being produced automatically, and you can use voice to do that, and it grows itself. So rather than having your food supplied elsewhere, you can grow it naturally and have it higher quality and much faster than you could in other places at a much lower cost. So you can start to have a bunch of IoT employees that just do all your jobs for you. They drive you to the store. They buy your shopping goods for you, and they drive them straight back to your house. They put your kids into bed, and then they take a photo and send it to you that your kids put in bed right. All of these things can be done. So how do we interact with these technologies? Do you download an individual app for all of those? Do you go to a new website to interact with the Nest system versus your Fitbit? Or do you just ask, like, hey, show me a picture of my kid? Or give me an Uber to the store, and it's immediately there. I think there's a lot of potential in this space, and I just wanted to present that to you guys as like a group of forward thinkers. I really like this club, and I like what it's provided to me. So thank you, Mr. Kuhn, for letting me speak. Thank you, guys. Yeah.